Ellie Grandma Bot. Dude, I would love to be a grandma VTuber. I think that that would be such a fun way to spend my retirement. It's just like VTubing as a grandma. Heck yeah, man. What a dream. Okay, guys, idea. As I age, I update my model to have like wrinkles and look more grandma-ly. And like maybe she can grow her hair out a little. It's already white, so I don't know what we're gonna do there. But like I could get kind of a grandma hairstyle. Like as I get older, a bit of rust. Wait, that's so cute. That's so cute. Do robots age? Yeah, they get a little rusty, creaky around the joints. No wrinkles? Material scratches? Okay, I feel like wrinkles still make sense because if she's got like a silicone skin coating, you know? Grandma VTubers look 30 forever? I feel like that's a mistake, you know? I feel like people should lean into the grandma thing. And if they're grandmas, they should be grandmas. They should be VTuber grandmas and they should look like VTuber grandmas. But plastic parts get brittle from UV light exposure? Exactly, yeah. I had this thought when I was a kid, which was like, okay, being a little girl made a lot of sense to me. I felt like I knew exactly what I needed to do to be a little girl. I liked being a little girl. I felt like that was chill. Being a teenage girl, I liked the vibe. I was missing it. I felt like I was whiffing right and left. I didn't know how to dress. I didn't know how to do my makeup. I didn't know how to do all the teenage girl things. It felt awkward. I didn't 100% feel in my element, right? And then like being a woman feels super weird. I don't know, like a woman is already just like, it's like a kind of a, like a sexy word, you know? You're like, oh wow, a woman, right? And I don't feel like I'm really delivering on that. I feel not great about it, right? I feel like I showed up to deliver a pizza and then you open the box and inside it's, you know, it's the cheese tilted, it all slid off, it's cold now, right? I feel like woman, I'm not making it, you know? I'm not making it happen. However, I feel like old lady, I've got that down, dude. I'm already prepared to be old lady. Old lady is gonna be awesome. Like I'm nailing old lady. When it's time for me to be an old lady, I'm gonna make iced tea and lemonade. I'm gonna have them in pitchers in my house and the neighborhood kids can come around and hear my stories and I'll give them iced tea and lemonade, you know? I'm already learning how to bake bread. I'm gonna bake a delicious bread for my neighbors, right? I'm gonna have like those caramel candies in my purse. And like if I see a kid having a bad day, I'm gonna be like, would you like a caramel candy? You know, I'm so ready to be an old lady. I feel like I'm gonna be awesome at that. Yeah, no, exactly. Your math tutor was exactly like what I'm describing, and she was the goat. It's such a good kind of person. It's such a good kind of person. I love old lady. I love old man too. I just think that like old people are the best. They've chilled out. They don't have a lot riding on it. They have nothing to prove, but they have great stories, and they know what all the good foods are. You know, they've seen it all. Like I love to spend my afternoon listening to old people talk, and I cannot wait to be an old lady. I think I'm gonna rock that. And I hope that if I'm an old lady VTuber, y'all will come by and, you know, listen to my stories. Let me give you a caramel candy. Yes, we ramble mostly. I love that though. I love to hear a story. When I was a little kid, I would run off all the time. I would just get lost, and my mom would often find me just like sitting on the lap of an old person I'd found. Just like, I'd just find an old person and ask them questions. I'd be like, do you know why the water becomes like a ball when there's only a drop of it? And they'd be like, that's called surface tension. And I'd be like, you gotta meet my mom. You'd love my mom, you'd get along great. What robots does a granny make? What a good question. I could make all kinds of weird little gizmos and gadgets because I'd be retired. That'd be so good. Old person acquired, the Dark Souls text pop-up. Wait, that's so good. The old people would have loved that. I hope they loved it. I think some of them did. I think some of them didn't, but I think a lot of them were okay with it. We're okay with me doing this to them. I think some were.